Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Again, my name is Carol D'Angelo, and I am here with the lovely, the talented Diane Adams. She is literally the artist behind this amazing mural that we're going to talk about right now. How are you, first of all?
I'm good.
Are you so excited?
I am. The mural's done.
I mean, how long did it take you?
I would say I started around July, June,
Really?
July. So 6 months, but off and on because, I had a few things going on.
Right.
And a vacation and things.
You're a busy lady,
Yeah.
but I don't think that seems like it's a long time for painting on a brick wall. I mean, it seems like it would take a minute to do this.
Oh, it took a lot of minutes, yep.
But it's amazing. So let's talk a little bit about why you got involved with RAC, which we know is the Rural Arts Collaborative. Tell us why you got involved.
Rural Arts Collaborative, a fellow artist came to me one day. He actually did my printing. He said that he had a company that he thought would be a good fit with me. And he introduced me to the Rural Arts Collaborative. And we clicked, and my first assignment was the Clark School here in Washington.
Right.
So,
Oh, that's right. You did that school.
yeah, we painted the whole school because that was more of a deteriorated
Right.
school. We could paint anything on the walls. We painted the pipes. We painted the bathroom doors. We painted everything.
Wow.
So that was a lot of fun.
Amazing. So how many schools have you worked with so far?
I would say at least 5. Locally, maybe, let's say, Wash High, Trinity, McGuffey. I was in Uniontown as well, Lafayette. Trinity, I did both the middle school and high school, and McGuffey.
And on this project, it was Wash High, correct?
This was Wash High, yes, advanced art students.
Really? So what did they do for the project? I know they didn't actually get to paint, but what did they get to do to help you?
Well, when we knew that it was more of a liability for them to come out on the wall,
Right.
we found ways for them to participate. And a prime example is
Yeah.
this scroll. They did the backgrounds of the scrolls, and I had the students sign their work.
Oh, nice.
So on each scroll or a cutout piece, they did the flags, and this is a PVC material exterior, and when they did the backgrounds and that, they did the flag up there that you see, the red flag, the Liberty, no excise. These are all three-dimensional pieces on the wall, and they contributed to all that.
Is this a first for you on an outdoor project like this to have cutouts?
No.
No?
I have the Napa building in Claysville. There's
Okay.
a cutout right beside the door, and he's been there the last at least 3 years and going strong. So
That's amazing.
I
This
know
was
it
a
works.
great idea. I mean, this is a really great idea. So the students, how did they feel, or how do they feel at the completion of this project? They have to feel so proud.
I am not sure. I hope some of them will be here today.
Oh, I hope.
But when we ended the project, but prior to ending the project, they were all enthusiastic, and they showed up every day, and they were willing to participate and be creative and inventive.
Which is
So
great.
that unfortunately ended, in March. But we had done a lot of the backgrounds and the things that needed to be put on the wall
Thank goodness you got that
by
done.
that time. Yeah.
Right. So the significance of this project, I could talk about it all day, but in your words, what does it feel like to you to be a part of a project like this, and the significance for you?
Well, I love murals, and they tell a story. And most of the time when I'm working on a mural, or I'm hired to do a mural in a town, it is about history. And I like the fact that I help keep history alive. I'm not sure how local history is approached these days in schools and things, but this helps, and it brings the town and the different people connected, and the students connected to be more interested in where they live.
I think because our town is so rich in history, and this is such an amazing way to commemorate that. And you are a local artist, and these are our local students, and it's a great pairing. So I mean, kudos to you for that. So we know how long it took, because you told us that. What is your favorite part in the whole mural?
In the entire mural, my favorite part, I would say I enjoyed painting Dave, the reenactor. He's very detailed because we wanted to project why they wore this outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and the scroll tells you beside of him. And I also really like the jail scene because some reenactors, models who may or may not know they're in jail right now, but
Right.
they're portraits in the jail.
Oh, that's true. And we can't actually, we would like to take you on a walk of the whole mural, but it's loud. So maybe upon the completion, my director here, the lovely Natalie, who's got a future in directing, because I'd like everybody to be able to see it. So the significance of the Whiskey Rebellion, that's what the whole mural is, correct?
Yes, it tells the history of the Whiskey Rebellion, and the historians and board of directors for the Bradford House gave me this information, and I did a preliminary sketch and sketched the scene as I would depict their history, their written history, and they also gave me all of the language on the scrolls.
Wow.
So we start at the beginning of the Whiskey Rebellion, and the wall moves toward the history, the reasoning, the making of the whiskey, and then the rebellion, and ends in Alexander Hamilton.
Wow. So
trying to find Bradford.
So the historians gave you all the facts, and you sketched this on your own out of the way you wanted to tell the story artistically.
Yes, and when of course they got to take a peek at the sketch, and they thought that would work, and so it all just jived together. And the further I came along, the more interesting I think things got, and more colorful, and that everyone was more excited.
Did you add to it as you were going?
Oh, yeah.
So you were going and you thought of something else. What was the last edition that you did? Like, what was there is something I
You're
could tell
standing right beside
I
it.
could tell by your smirk, and that this was not a setup at all. Go ahead.
No, these four men, Washington's troops, coming in to crush the rebellion, is the last scene that I painted. And I did these four guys within the last couple days.
You're kidding.
No. I like to be on the edge, you know.
Yeah, well, that's part of being an artist.
I
right?
always finish when I need to be done, but
Right.
I like to panic some people, I guess, sometimes.
Hey, that's fun. That's that adrenaline, right? But I
Yeah.
mean, the detail in the faces, that's amazing. Wow.
Well, thank you.
So, all right, you told us what your favorite part is. I want to know, who is your favorite artist?
My favorite artist is Monet. And I did some study in Aix-en-Provence and studied Impressionism.
Wow.
And I have painted plein air paintings outside and on a couple hour quick jolts, and I really think they express a lot when you have the outside air and all the elements involved in painting.
Absolutely.
And Monet and of course Van Gogh. And
Yeah, Monet's my favorite too. That's funny.
yeah.
That's funny. I didn't know that. She just saw these questions 2 seconds before we did this video, because it's fun to be spontaneous. But so, in your words, as this amazing artist who depicted this story for us, why should someone come down here and check this out?
Because the visual tells a story, and the first murals were 30,000 BC. They found in caves, and I believe that that's how people communicated. People of all language can communicate in art.
Yep.
So anyone, whether they're interested in history or anything, can follow along this wall, and then they can see in the 90 feet of this mural the whole Whiskey Rebellion and the history behind it.
And obviously, there's an amazing event associated with the Whiskey Rebellion, right? I mean, a local event, but I can't imagine what you'll feel. Hopefully there's no COVID in 2021 when the rebellion's going on, and you can do something here and draw attention to this just what it's done for the downtown, you know, on behalf of us at the Observer. We can see this, you know. Thank you. This is just fantastic.
I'm honored to work with the RAC Rural Arts Collaborative and Carm Nickens, but it's been a pleasure to do another project, another project with them and the students,
right?
And high school students, and have it be something that the whole town can enjoy for a long time, and as I said, tell the history. So we keep history alive. And
That's right.
Bradford House is doing a great job at keeping history alive as well.
They sure do. They're fantastic people. So what's next for you before we say goodbye? Where are you going next? Can you tell us?
If you just turn around and look on the other side of that wall right there, that's
it.
my wall next year. Yes. And,
Fantastic.
yes, and I'm not sure the details yet. We haven't worked all of that out, but
It's a surprise.
Yes, it's a surprise.
Great. Well, congratulations. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Everyone, come out and check this out. If you need to know more about RAC, the website will be on the Zoom. And if you need to know more about Diane, she's available as well.